Good morning, guys. I'm Orpheus, and I'm here to share with you a little case study that just came by phone call yesterday, talking about vertigo. So, vertigo is a pretty severe case, which we call symptom in the Chinese medical language, that many people suffer and don't find a solution to. In this case, it's my mother, and she's been suffering on and off vertigo in the last few years. However, we recognize that it comes in very specific times where there's an elevation of stress. And stress is a major factor. I consider it one of the most terrible modern diseases that exist in our modern world. So we need to learn how to deal with stress. And by the last few weeks of major stress in her life, suddenly the vertigo came back. And that's after 2 times I treated her with vertigo successfully. And so the explanation to vertigo is this. It's a symptom that happens in the upper head. It happens in the upper head. It means that something is not right in that part of the body. And that part of the body is usually being fed by blood and oxygen. Blood needs to be pushed up from the heart up to the head to feed the eyes, senses, all the sensory organs, including the ears and the ear canals inside, and the crystals that basically provide us balance. Now, what does stress does in the body from Chinese medical perspective? It creates stagnation, it creates contraction, it creates shrinking. Think about that. What happens when you're stressed? Immediately you feel that you're a little bit tight. So where does this tightness appear? First of all, around the shoulders and the neck, and you might feel like tension. You might have locked jaws at night. That relates to stress that affect the stomach channel. And in our case, it affected my mother on her liver, and liver is one of the most sensitive organs to stress. And why is that? Because liver is the engine of free flow of blood. So blood in our body needs to flow freely to the 4 sides: the hands, the legs, and the head. Where does it flow from? The heart. But the liver, as the organ that sits in our right side below the ribs, needs to be relaxed. When it's relaxed, the blood flow, we see well, we hear well, we have sense of smell and taste, and the head is functioning properly. When liver is stagnant, imagine an engine that needs now to work harder to push the same amount of blood, or that have less amount of blood but needs to push the same amount to feed all the 4 sides. What will happen? This engine will work harder and faster, hence will get warm, hence might create stagnation. And why? Because imagine your car's engine, when it's becoming hot, work long time and have not enough liquidation, like let's say oils, or not enough fuel. It works harder to produce or provide the same amount of energy or the same amount of momentum to move. When our liver gets stressed, it's stagnant. When it's stagnant, not completely, but it works slowly, it creates heat. That heat goes up to the head, can create heat and stagnation and stiffness in the shoulders and neck, and create also stiffness around the arteries that lead blood to the head. It goes around the ears, and suddenly those canals where the crystals of balance sitting, they may become dry. From Western medicine perspective, it's always about the crystals, and the solution is very average to sometimes become very traumatic event to some of my clients that return after an experience of physiotherapy to try to bring the crystals back. I suggest Chinese medicine that see the picture in a much holistic way. In order to fix vertigo, which is a second stage after dizziness, we need to turn into Chinese medicine and see if our liver is in stagnant mode. It can be liver, can be kidney, and so on. What is the first action? Is to soothe the liver, to make the liver relax. And this happens both on the mental level, to relax the body, and also on the anatomical physiological level with Chinese herbs that are suited individually, and acupuncture. If acupuncture is done right and precise, It doesn't take long, maybe 4 to 6 sessions, to repair and fix your condition of vertigo. With my mother previously, I worked with acupuncture and with massage to the back side of the head, some points on the back and lower back and the legs, and the sensation completely disappeared. Hence, we see that the vertigo is a symptom, it's not a disease. Please take good care of yourself and find the proper physician to help you to fix and bring your body back to balance. That's from the jungle, Orpheus B. Love you all, be well. And if you have a personal case that you cannot find solution to, send me an email and we'll try to help you and share with the whole world so more and more people can be aware of their condition and see the ways to resolve it. www.orpheusb.com